Okay. So, Johnny,
Yeah.
what an honor to meet you in this
good evening.
wonderful attire.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh my God, please.
Yeah.
Dear viewers, today we have another session, very cultural session. As you all know, the aim of my institute is to promote research, documentation, language, and culture. And as you can see, Sir Johnny is in a very cultural attire today, and I'm so excited to know about this exceptional cultural attire. Could you tell us more from which part of Cameroon is this traditional attire from?
Yeah, actually, this is the Ekpe attire.
Ekpe. So it's
We
called
call it
Ekpe.
Ekpe popularly.
Okay.
Although in Bangwala we call it Ngbeji.
So Banga people have this attire too?
Yes. We have this juju. They call it Ngbeji.
Okay.
But in line it's called Ekpe.
I see.
And Jagam and all that.
Okay.
So because we buy it from the buying people.
Oh, so you can buy it.
Culturize it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a juju that the bowman has culturized from the buying it,
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
neighbors.
I see. So, but why did they call it juju?
It's a Juju society, just like other Juju society like Aluachaba, Nkang, and all these sort of things.
Okay.
Yeah, that we have.
I see.
So Ekpe is another Juju society. Yeah.
I see. So what do you, if you're a Bangwa man? No. Let's go back to how did you come about with this cultural attire?
Yeah, I was born in it because my father, Suzukum Bimo Potengu, was an Ekpe chief. He went and bought Ekpe. Yeah.
He went to Manu division.
Yeah, because what happens is the Fon of Fontem.
Yes.
The first Fon of Fontem migrated from Bangilan.
Okay. That's for Nasongani.
Yes, before him. So actually, he went and bought his own Ekpe.
Okay.
From Bangi.
I see.
And when he went and bought it, people admired the Bangama admired it. Okay. It became part and parcel of our culture. Okay. Yeah, because you have Angu, which is another one they call it. Then they have Ngbe.
I see.
So after him now.
So he was the first person.
Yeah, he was the first who brought it to Bangwaland. So because it's very colorful and graceful in the way people dance it and all that, and the people dressed in a very beautiful attire and it's well admired.
Okay.
So because in Bangiland, almost every chief has Ekpe. And they call them Suzuku. Suzuku is an Ekpe chief, is a chief of Ekpe. They call them Suzuku. And that is the highest title in Bangiland.
Okay, I see. But
in Bangwaland, there are people who have Ekpe, but they are not traditional chiefs.
Like you?
Yeah, my father has Ekpe.
Okay,
he was an Ekpe chief.
Okay.
But in Fonga, we have a traditional chief Fonga. But my father was an Ekpe chief. They call him Suzuku.
I see.
Yeah.
So it is through him that you became...
Yes, because he acquired his way back in 1966.
Do you remember that you were born already, of course?
Yeah, I was like 7 years or something like that, because after Fatima, when he brought it,
yes,
then other Bangwa people went and acquired it. You have people like Mbek and Omchimbin.
Okay.
He acquired this from Bangilan for Chap. When I got this from Bangilan. Okay. Then you have, there are around 8 Ekpe chiefs in
Bangwa.
In the Libyan, they say, yes.
Interesting.
Then you have in the war, you have for Chata.
Okay.
Those are people who went to Bangilan and bought it. Okay. When they saw that we could acculturize it, it could become part of our culture.
I see.
Although they used to sing it in Bangi language.
Yes.
But they tried to adopt it to our own language too.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So yeah.
So do you remember the anecdote? Did you go with your father?
Yeah, actually, when my father he bought his own from Fondwala. Okay. Because Fondwala had gone and acquired this from the Bangi land.
Yes. So
he became a friend to Fondwala, and Fondwala proposed to him that he could get his own.
Okay.
So normally you go and pay a certain fee and bring some goats and animals and so many gifts.
Yes.
Then they come and teach you people how to do it.
Oh.
So my father brought it. The first time that he came to the palace was June of 1966. I was still very small.
Okay.
But before then,
yeah,
he took me to a couple of Ekpe houses. We went to Fondola's Ekpe Juju one night and spent the whole weekend. They were playing, and I was observing. That's when they started teaching me how to play drums. Because I'm sitting here, I can play all types of drums.
Oh.
And I started playing when I was still very small.
Okay.
We went to Mbeke Chimbin.
Yes.
I observed that is when I spent a weekend there. Went to Forchap,
Yes.
on Chimbin.
Okay.
That was one of the greatest dancers of Mbe.
Okay.
For Tobisi, we went there and spent the whole weekend. So that helped me to know a lot about the juju.
To integrate.
Yes. And he also took me to Fongang of Takwe. Because when he bought his own juju, they told him that he needed to go and get Ekpe instructors.
Okay.
From Bangeland to come and teach people, because they have this sign language that they communicate with, and how to play drums and sing and all that. So we went to Fongang of Takwe. I was still very small. So Fongang of Takwe, they arranged Fongang of Takwe, sent 3 Bange people to come and live in our compound for 3 months as Ekpe instructors.
Wow.
So they teach people, because a lot of people are signed in to become members of the Ekpe Society in Fonga.
I see.
Because I felt my father went and bought Abu,
okay,
which is the baby.
Oh.
Then after 1 year, he went and bought Ngwe, which is the senior one.
I see.
So this Ekpe instructor come and live in your compound, and they teach you sign language, they teach you how to sing, they teach you how to play with everybody. And every day that they're in the compound, a goat is killed. Wow. Either a goat or sheep is killed, because Ekpe people do not eat pigs. They only eat goats and sheep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you must kill a goat or a sheep.
Yeah, so you have to have a lot of resources to buy it.
Okay.
Because since the 70s, no Bauman has gone to Ekpe land to buy juju, because it's very expensive. You cannot entertain that, because if you go now, just go now to buy the land and say you want to buy juju, they will ask you to bring 100 million down before they even talk to you. So since the 70s, no Bauman has gone down, because there are around 8 Bay chiefs in Bangwa land. Okay. And I'll name some of them. You have Forchap Umver, yes. You have Mbeke, you have Fondwala, yes. You have Forchat of the War. I think there were some people in Astorta and all that.
So it's really expensive.
Yes, it's expensive now. People cannot afford.
Wow.
But it's just our parents, in those days, people like my father, he was a trader. He traded in Nigeria in those days. Yes. They were some of the pioneers of trading, going to buy tobacco in Nigeria, came and trade, and so on. And he made some money. Okay. And when he made some money, he saved it. When things came, he started buying this thing, and he reared a lot of goats and pigs and cows and all, and not cows, but sheep and goats. Okay. Because he was one of the greatest shepherds in Fonga. Wow. And that made him wealthy at his own level. Interesting. That's why he was able to get out and buy those things and send me to stores and do so many things. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So
the Ekpe is a very, very unique juju, as you said.
Yeah.
And
it's very unique and universal.
It is portrayed in this attire.
Yeah, and it's very universal.
Okay.
Because I said Ekpe started in Ejakam by the Ejakam people in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Then the Bangaman went and brought it. Okay. Then I think the Oroko people have started their own too. Yes. Because the Oroko also have Ekpe.
I see.
So it's spread throughout. So it's very good. As I'm sitting here, yes, there are around 20 Susukus, Bangi Susukus in the Washington metropolitan area. Okay. And all of them know me as a son of Ekpe. Okay. They are from, you have Suzuku Joseph Boo, Jang Joseph, Assam. All those people were my friends. Okay. So when they said Ekpe event, they always invite me, because Ekpe is universal. Yes. I can go in and when I can go to buying a land, and as far as I'm dressed like this, they will give me a chair to sit down, because they know that I'm a son of Ekpe. And there's a universal greeting that when you enter the house, you have to hold your stick and greet. Heje, Barrio, Kamutama, Wasu, they know that you're a son of Ekpe.
And what does that mean?
Just a greetings. Yeah. They will sit you down and give you a kola nut and maybe a glass of palm wine and all that.
Okay.
Yes, that's a universal greeting. But Suzuku might take it to another level.
I see.
But that's a universal greeting that everybody should know as a son of Ekpe. And I know it very well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the viewers, I'm interviewing Sir Johnny when it's an Ekpe. You can see the way he's dressed. I have the honor to be interviewing here in Bowie. Bowie is in Maryland, the United States, and it's so admirable how he continues to portray the culture, the Bayangi Manu culture.
It's a Manu culture, but now the Bamano manners are culturized it.
Yes, right.
So it's part and parcel of our culture too.
Okay.
Because there's no funeral in Bangla that can take place without Ngwewangu.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And as I told you, there are around 8 registered Ekpe society who really bought it.
I see.
And I was listening, I even forgot of Mbetazi.
Yes.
That's another powerful Ekpe chief who bought this at the same time with my father.
Okay.
The successor is here in Maryland here, Mbetazi at around the 9th.
Yes.
Yeah, he's here and it's Suzuku.
Okay.
Suzuku Mbetazi.
From his father.
Yes. He lives in Bowie here with me.
Okay.
So his father too bought his around the early 70s and all that. And he's very proud. The father was a very powerful man, very proud and intelligent man.
Yes.
And Mbetazi is the successor, so he's promoting it. He has actually promoted Ekpe Society in Maryland in the US.
Okay.
And he's highly respected by the Suzukus from Manu.
Yes, I've attended.
And event cannot come without him because
I've attended.
The situation is that we at registered Ekpe Society, we have gone through the process and we have the equipment and everything.
Exactly.
Yes.
The drums and
we have gone through all those rituals and yes.
Okay.
So he is highly respected because he has helped to promote Ekpe here.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So he's one of the most respected Ekpe.
No, I've danced with him.
Yes.
One of the Libya cultural. That was in 2019.
Yes.
And I've been to his house when they're playing.
Yeah, we normally go and practice with him. Because he has all the instruments, all the drums and all that.
Okay.
He has invested a lot in it and has gone as far as Ejami in Nigeria. He has traveled a lot in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah. Because he went and brought one Dr. Miller who was doing some research on Ekpe and all that.
Okay.
Mbetazi has invested a lot in Ekpe, this thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, he just that with my own father, my father died in 1986.
Yes.
And since then, because when I was known in 2007,
okay,
there was a funeral in my compound.
I see.
And when I went there, I discovered that there are just 4 people still left from the crew that came in 1966.
Okay.
Because there are 3 in the village with myself.
Yes.
Because there are 3 senior people who are still alive. Because everybody is dead. Most of them are gone.
Mm.
So there are 3 people: Pa Ben Keng,
yes,
then Dr. Bongawong, and Gabriel Ronzem, and myself. We are only the 4 people still alive.
Still alive.
From the original members of the Ekpe of 1966.
Wow.
So that's why I'm trying to revamp it, to equip it. Actually, the successor to my father is in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Suzuku Kamgo Felix Morfo. He lives in Ohio. He's my brother.
Okay.
He's the successor.
I see.
And as such, he is the Suzuku.
Yes.
I'm a Tata, a senior Tata.
Oh.
Yeah, so we are trying to revamp and rebuild the whole thing.
So a Suzuku is like a chief?
Yeah, anybody who owns Ekpe is called a Suzuku.
Okay.
Yeah, like a chief. It's a chief.
Yes.
And that's the highest title in the Juju.
In the Juju.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then under Suzuku you have the Tatas.
Yes.
Because you have other because Ekpe is structured.
Okay.
You have the Suzuku who is there as a chief.
Okay.
Then you have the Tata who are like the Senate.
Okay.
There may be 10 Tatas.
I see.
But you have a senior Tata and all that.
Yes.
Then after that you have the other Tatas like Osaro Maribo, Tebe Tree.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the Sibili is the messenger.
Oh.
I was a Sibili when I was a child, when I was like 7.
I see.
They made me assembly.
So
Assembly is like a messenger. Because you are the one that they send you to errands, send you to distribute cola nuts, and send you to distribute wine when they are. You are his messenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the lowest.
Yeah, there's the lowest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you have that.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I was born there.
Wow. So you've grown up from
yes.
there to.
Like when there are cultural events and they invite Ekpe to go and play.
Yes.
When they are coming down.
Yes.
To the
compound.
dancing ground. It is the assembly who will go round first. They send the assembly to go and make dance round to inform people that Ekpe is coming.
Okay.
Ekpe is coming. You go, you are well dressed, you go and dance around to inform people that Ekpe is coming. You create space.
Okay.
Yes. Then they start singing because one of the most popular entrance song in Ekpe is Mandoya, Mandoya. Mandoya, Mandoya.
Exactly.
Mandoya, Mandoya. You see, I don't know how to sing it, but there is an entrance song.
Okay.
Because they told us that you are signaling to somebody that you are coming. Okay. Let them wait for you. Mandoya, Mandoya. Oh. Then the assembly is there in front.
Yes.
He stands in front, he leads.
Okay.
Because he's clearing the way
for the
Ekpe Juju to come enter.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the Ekpe Juju enters. What was the not the stages, but what's the order? The order is the
yeah, actually Ekpe is different from the way our own traditional dances enter.
Oh, okay.
Because like when Alwacha is entering, they enter in stages.
Yes.
Until the chiefs come at the end.
Exactly.
At the last.
Yes.
But when Ekpe is coming, all the Ekpe chiefs stand in front. They stand on the same line in front.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't discriminate.
I see.
Everybody, you may find like 5 Ekpe chiefs standing in front.
I see.
When Ekpe is entering.
And
then the Tatars may stand behind them with other title holders. But all the Ekpe, all the Susuku stand in front. And they're entering together,
I see.
Then if they see chief, they will walk and go and greet the chiefs.
Okay.
And so on. And sometimes the chief may walk up and dance with them.
I see.
Wow.
Yes. So in your case, it was hereditary. You inherited from your father.
Yeah, from my father. Yeah.
So is there a case where you can be in the Ekpe society without inheriting from?
No, people joined. My father bought it, and a lot of people came and joined who are not my family members.
Okay. So
when my father bought it, he was the only one in Fongo. Up to now, he's the only one in Fongo village who was Ekpe.
Why did he buy it? If I may ask.
The man had money. He admired it. I told you that he was a trader. They were the pioneers who went to Manfe and he went to Onuchab. He used to trade. He bought a lot of things.
But I think because he liked it.
He loved it
because of money? I think
he loved it. He was a socialite.
Oh, okay.
He loved life. People. Yes.
Okay.
I wrote an article about the other how they were pioneers when they went and bought gramophones from my Onitsha. So my father, Mofote, who was a socialist, handsome man. When he went to his funeral and saw it
like you
with Fonola.
Okay.
He went and told Fonola he likes it.
Oh.
The Fonola said, "No, if you like it, I can sell it to you."
Okay.
Since he had the resources, because you must have resources to buy that thing.
So how was it then? How much?
I don't know, but I know they pay some money.
Okay.
Yes. But you must have a lot of resources and you should be a popular man too.
Okay.
Because when you buy it, you need people to come and register.
Okay.
So when he bought it, almost 1/3, 2/3 of the Fongo people came and registered as members. Because it became a very big social event.
I see.
Because we used to have the after the Azim market day.
Okay.
So when the whole village, when they hear that there's Ngui,
everybody
they program it so that that's a social event because people used to come and meet their girlfriends. So that is where a lot of people came and met girls to get married.
Okay.
Because at that time there were no dances.
Oh, no bars.
Yeah, no. Where were there bars? You only have palm wine and people selling groundnut. So when Ekpe came, it became a very social event.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a crowd-pulling event.
Together.
Yes. So whenever you hear that there's on this day, the whole village is mobilized. Okay. Men and women, young girls, everybody. So our compound will be beaming like that. Yeah.
So your father was very, very
he made him very popular. Yeah, he became one of the greatest in terms of somebody after they fought in the village.
Okay.
Yeah, but because in Fonga, when they were talking about, because in Kem is a title, those are titles that are the subject to the chief.
Yes.
The traditional. So in Fonga, when they were talking of popular and rich in terms of Fonga, being one of them was one of the first.
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive. So he was one of the first, and others followed after that.
Yes.
Other chiefs.
Yes.
And
but up to now, he's the only one who has Ekpe. Okay. Because when I bought Angu, then one power from Beke also when I bought Angu.
So what's the difference between Ekpe and Angu?
Angu is the junior one, is the baby one.
Oh.
You go and buy it, then you have to go and buy Ekpe is the upgrade senior.
So what's the difference in the attire? Is it different attire?
It's the same attire, similar attire, but the singing is different, the dancing is different.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you buy it, you have to learn.
You have to learn, because I say when you buy it, you have to learn because a lot of it they use sign language to communicate.
Okay.
Yes, and the drumming, the playing, and everything, and there are some rituals and protocols that you have to learn. Even when it comes to eating.
Yes.
There's a whole ritual that you have to perform, dance around before you even drink and give people to drink to eat. When you want to give drinks to let's say a Susuko or to a Tata, you have to perform some rituals and all that, singing and dancing. So you have to learn that. You have to learn that. Somebody has to teach you.
And the people who teach you are from
a lot of people who taught us were from buying the land. I say he went to Fongang of Takwe, the same so 3 Ekpe chiefs. But there used to be some other senior people who had been in Ngwe. Like people used to come from Focha.
Wow.
Then people used to come from Chumbi.
Can you imagine
from
Beckham? The distance?
All of them came to our compound.
Wow.
They come and
spend 2 months, you said?
No, they come and spend. They might decide, like, Beckham might just come and spend one night. He's an Ekpe chief.
Okay.
He will inform my father, I'm coming on this day. They will tell us that Beckham is coming. When it comes to, he will help in the drumming, teaching, and all that. You know, Beckham was a very authoritative somebody.
Okay.
He was an ex-military officer.
Oh.
I mean, like a very tall guy. People used to fear him. So there are people like Fortewisi, that was another powerful chief who knew how to sing and dance.
Wow. So
he used to come to our compound and teach people how to sing and dance. Yeah, that's the culture.
That's interesting. That's powerful. So you have, I wrote it down here, you have Angu. Angu is a junior.
Yeah.
Ekpe, Angu, and the last one was, you said, the seventh? The seventh, who just prepares the place. Oh,
the civil, that's the structure. I mean, in terms of structure and position.
Okay.
The last person there is the civil.
Okay.
He's like a messenger.
I see. So, so in your state now as an Ekpe, you can't form a society.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
It's expensive. You see, at the moment you might find mushrooms, juju houses, mushrooms, Ekpe and Ngu houses, but those are all mushroom because they are not accredited.
Okay.
Yes.
So what makes them to be accredited?
No, in order to be accredited, I say you have to go and actually follow the protocol.
Okay.
Go to an Ekpe chief and buy it from him.
I see.
Then he will teach you how to acquire it, how to learn it, how to play it, how to sing, and so on.
So that's
when you become accredited.
Okay, so how?
Because in a compound, they have when you become accredited, they have to perform a very big ceremony. They come and plant what they call Ngwe stone. When if you go to our compound now, there's a stone that they came and planted in 1966. It's still there.
Wow.
A Ekpe stone.
Interesting. To accredit.
Yes.
This person.
You have to be accredited. But I said, like in Maryland here, there are some mushroom Angu houses.
Which are not accredited.
They are not accredited, but they just play for pleasure.
Okay.
Because nobody recognizes them. Yes. Because like I'm just like this.
Yes.
If there's an event in Mazi, I can enter with pride. They will know that that's the son of Ekpe.
Okay.
And they will give me a seat. They know me. Yeah.
I see.
But other people who have mushroom houses, they cannot enter like that. Nobody recognizes them.
So to be accredited, is there, let's say, a public list?
No, the accreditation in Ekpe is just simple that you need to go and acquire it from somewhere.
Okay, and the person that you acquired from, is he going to give you a certificate, or how are people going to know that you have bought it?
No, that's a good question. In order to be,
of course,
in order to be known, in order to be a known Ekpe chief,
good.
When you buy it,
okay,
it takes time for you to acquire it. You don't just go one day. It's not something that you go and stand in the market and buy.
As if you are buying.
No.
Okay.
It may even take you 3 months or more before they actually arrange for a day that they will bring the Ekpe to your compound.
Okay.
Because within that 3 months or something like that, you are visiting so many Ekpe houses, telling them that you want to buy it. Then they are giving you all the instructions. There are so many things that you are, like I used to always travel with my father. Okay. I had a bag that he used to give me to hold. Inside that bag, there are so many things. Okay. Leaves of trees and so many things that they use. I didn't know what they meant, okay, but I used to carry them. Wow. So there are so many rituals that you go within 3 months or more before they see that you are qualified, you have met all the criteria, you have submitted all the materials that they need, and you are competent to be an Ekpe chief or a Sisiku. Wow. Then he will tell you that, okay, the person that you are buying from him, he will tell you that, okay, on this day, I'm bringing it officially to your compound. Yes. Then you will go and inform everybody in your village and the registered members that you have proposed to them that Mr. X and Y and Z is bringing my Ekpe on this day. Okay. So on that day, the whole compound will come and assemble in your compound. Oh. And when you come and assemble, the day I remember in 1966, yes, when the Ekpe was coming to our compound. Wow. After all that process, yes, then we start. Then when they came there, now that they were coming, yes, normally they come and through the main gate, main entrance to the compound. Yes. The owner of that Ekpe who has sold it to you will stand in front. Oh. Then they start playing and coming down. So he's coming down. Yes. He will bring his own crew. Okay. They come down to your compound, and when they reach there, there will be serious dancing, a lot of rituals, a lot of sign language being demonstrated for those who know it. Okay. Because once you made a mistake in sign language, yes, they always find you seven jugs of wine. Okay. You don't have to make a mistake, because once they made a mistake, somebody will come and put a leaf on your shirt inside, and that's a fine. Oh, yes. Okay. So a lot of people are dancing and making sign language, but you don't have to do it if you don't know. Exactly. Yeah. So they stayed in your compound for like 1 week. Wow. Yes. Interesting. I mean, that man who is bringing it. Yes. And you have to take care of him. Yeah, on the 1 week, you are taking care of everybody. Every day, a goat or sheep is killed. They have to be well fed and they have to be well fed. Okay. Yes, because they cannot play well when they don't eat. Okay. Before they sit to eat, before they ever sit down to play, they eat very well. Yes. Then each tata is drinking their 7 jugs of wine, 7 cups of wine, yes, tomata. Yes. Then when they drink very well, then they can sit and play for hours. Okay. Because Ekpe is more or less a entertainment society, eating and drinking. I see. So they need to eat very well. Yeah. I have a lot of friends here who are members of Ekpe Bangi guys. Yeah. They are all my friends. So is palm wine the common drink? It used to be the commonest, because in the 60s beer was not common. Okay. So palm wine used to be the order of the day. Yes. No, beer was not common in those days. Oh. Palm wine was the order of the day. Okay. So when they find you, they say you have to bring 7 jugs of wine. But beer was not there. Okay. Neither was red wine. It was palm wine. Yeah, red wine was red wine. How could you afford now? It was palm wine. Yeah. Palm wine. Then there used to be a lot of kola nuts, because they eat a lot of kola nuts. I see. Yeah, in their rituals, So that means that you mentioned Mbetazi. Yeah. So Mbetazi is a Sisiku. He's a Sisiku. Yeah. Because his father. He is a successor of